Hi guys, we're live. Oh, look
Hello.
at Josh's thingy. Josh isn't with us today. He died. He'll resurrect next week. Today I have playing with me Rico.
Hey, I'm Rico. I'm playing Elmore King, the skeleton bard rogue. Super cool guy.
I have Miago.
Hey, I'm playing Arcorivos. He is a Mind Flare Wizard Artificer.
And I have Joe.
I'm Joe, and I'm playing Bellows, a very loud, some sort of genasi, some sort of barbarian.
Cool. And we were just discussing how we have a map for a dungeon that's not on the map. So I was going to put it on the map. And now I'm struggling to find my pins. Oh, there we go. Old world pins. Nice, nice. And I was discussing with my group, or was going to discuss with my group, how they may well want to visit it on their way to Arenas, which I think was the original plan. And it over there. So let us get our text element. And we will write Lost Tomb. Oh, no. No, don't do this to me. Why is it not storing my text options? There we go. Cool. It's over there.
Perfect.
That's exciting, isn't it?
I mean, are we sure we don't want to go to Tomb of an Elf? Sounds pretty important.
Tomb of an elf, yeah. Well, the whole thing on the map said that there was a tomb, and that it was presumed to be that of an elf of some importance, though they weren't sure who. Yes, you can multiply those by 10 and get the miles. So that's 517 miles. That's 544, etc. Because that's a really simple metric for me to use. Anyway, we left off in the Vault of Dolgan. Deep in the dungeons.
Yeah.
It didn't sound this cheerful last time we were here. Yeah, we found ourselves in a room a little north of the throne room, where Felix sat and was launched across the room, and was subsequently outed by Bellows for doing so. Informed the owner of the tomb.
That's how he does things.
Yeah. And we're not in the astral plane. I don't know why it's playing that. We could be in the astral plane, though. Should we go to the astral plane at some point in this campaign? We should go to the astral plane.
I think that'd be pretty sick.
I'm all for it.
I've never
I've
been
really
to the
never
astral
gotten to
plane.
do much or any planar travel. I'd be done.
Well, that's exciting, because he did offer you a book, if you remember. Did Dolgan,
Yes,
whose
he did.
vault you are in, and he told you that it may enable unusual travel mechanisms. Actually, maybe he didn't, but he will now. Yeah.
No, I think I do recall.
I think he
you
did
saying
say that.
something.
Yes, it is for traveling the world and casting spells, of course. Nevertheless, you found yourselves, with a door in front of you, really. It's a fairly sturdy, thick wooden door, and behind it you do hear sort of a little bit of movement in the area to your immediate north. You also hear huge, slow movements in the area to your northeast. But you know you must have to go north to get there because, well, frankly, you've tried every other direction.
Seemingly.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a perception check, Panos. Let's see if you can hear what's behind.
Let's find out. Probably not. It's gonna be... Where's my perception? 11.
An 11? There's some things behind that door.
There's some things behind that door!
Yeah, cool.
Perhaps we see what they are. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do some things.
I mean, if I can't tell from out here, opening the door seems a logical step.
You pretty much know 100% you're going into a fight. Is there any preparatory work you wish to do, is what I was really getting at.
Let me see.
I can't get Felix's page to load. That's not good, seeing as I'm playing his character.
How long do my new fire gauntlet-y things last?
A minute, I believe.
Gauntlets of Flaming Fury.
But they may
Last
need-
until you sheath or let go
Oh.
of the weapon.
How many activations do you get on those a day?
1.
Okay, did we not use them earlier?
Well, I used it, but it was just when we were doing something right before we ended last time.
Oh, I see
so
what you
if all we did
mean.
was
Yeah,
walk
yeah.
over here, I
Oh,
might
yeah.
not have
100%.
put it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. Why would you put your weapon down in a dungeon? That would be ridiculous. Cool. Yeah, that's great.
I will summon a Fae.
Sick.
With
Always
the
good.
third
Summon
level
a
summon Fae spell.
Fae.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's just gonna look like my Crown of Thorns starfish, but a small creature as opposed to a tiny thing, and it doesn't fly.
Okay. Cool.
But it has better stats.
So you don't need a pin for it. A token
Nope.
for it.
I'm
Nope,
just
great.
I'm just reusing my starfish because I like him.
Okay, fantastic.
Oh, we're missing our most important party member.
Navi's there.
Prophetic tiefling.
Oh, yes. Okay. Well. Yeah.
You are right though. Navi is there.
Yeah.
You're such a most important party
We're all
member.
just
sorry.
his sidekicks now.
I think you were referring to Felix. Felix will look at all the things he can prepare and decide that the best thing he can prepare is a hex. So I'm sure that's what he'll do when he gets in there. He will hex. That's about it, really.
I will ready a shot. With
Yeah,
the
no, I'm
Boomcaster
more meant
for-
sort of self-buffing stuff.
Yeah, no, I don't really have anything to sell.
Yeah, no. Cool. All right. If you haven't guessed, there's a fight in there.
But not. But there's still. We're hearing bigger stuff over somewhere else.
A larger creature seems to be over to the east, but as this door opens, I will reveal to you that although you've seen these guys before,
Ooh.
they're kind of ethereal with shields in front of them, and you've seen Mr. Blueskin before. He's just a bag of meat. Behind him is a creature unlike that you have ever seen before. It is most definitely undead in nature, though, well, as me, it looks a little terrifying, to be honest. And in fact, as you first see him, well, you're not quite in range, but he is pretty nasty looking. Wielding, he's sort of a little ethereal, if you like, and he holds in his hand a magical-looking mace. With sorry, I apologize. It's a scythe that is spectral.
Even more terrifying.
And yes, he appears completely in control of the undead around him. And as the door opens, he looks over to you and come in. I want to feed on your life force. He beckons you
You shall
closer.
do no such thing.
Joke's on you!
Should we just stay out here?
We can send in the starfish. See what happens.
Well, and so you
And
might.
the Weasel Panther.
Oh yes.
Oh, yes, Weasel Panther. He's over there, right? Good. Love that.
Blitzkrieg.
Yes.
But I will nevertheless ask you to roll initiative, please.
Sure.
Alright. See, make sure I'm highlighting the right thing when I do so.
Hey.
Where the battle music at, son?
That's a natural 20.
Oof.
Nice.
Let's go.
Might have preferred it on a hit, but
You get advantage on your first attack, though, no?
yeah, in
Isn't that
this
how
world.
James rules it? Yeah, why the heck not?
yeah.
Well, otherwise it's just like, ugh. You know? Like, that's why I rolled it. You got a 25, right?
Yeah, total.
Cool. Fantastic, yeah, as the battle begins, Bellows, you see this nasty creature making mock of you. Do bear in mind that this creature and this creature are somewhat ethereal. If you wish to pass through them, you may. If you end your turn in their space, it may hurt.
I see. Well, I was literally thinking, should I shove this guy out of the way and just go for the biggie? But I guess I can just run right through and go for the biggie.
Obviously, they still do get opportunity attacks. You would work that out.
Sure.
Yes.
All that. Yeah. Well, let's run in there, I guess. I guess I'm going in here.
Are you raging?
Yeah, why not?
Good.
At the worst, it'll protect me a little bit, maybe here. And then
I
if
was
there's
going
more
to do
do
something
later.
slightly silly, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, let me clip that before I forget, because it's my last one. And also, I've got my pounce now. Not that I need any extra movement whatsoever, but It makes my speed even more ridiculous right now. But there's no space there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I just stay there.
Maybe.
Do I think that I'm blocking shots at all?
There appears to be nothing holding a ranged weapon of any sort.
No, I mean like from my own people.
That guy in front of you stands 17 feet tall.
Oof.
Okay.
So no.
I see. I just wasn't imagining the ceilings being that high at all.
Oh yeah, no. So this is a beautiful vaulted vault, right? Some of these ceilings
Right.
are 30 or 40 feet in height. We've missed a key piece of information. I apologize.
Glad I hemmed and hawed.
Yes. Standing just over here. Standing? Is that right? Wrapped in ethereal chains is a friend of Navi's.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Do I not have him set up? Oh no. I was sure I set this up. Where the fuck did I put him?
Maybe he was supposed to be Navi's
No.
icon.
Nope.
No?
No, I don't have an icon
NPC?
for him. I don't have an icon for him. I just have art for him. Just bear with me a second. Sidekicks and allies. Add character.
His name Trickle, Tinkle,
Trickle.
Trickle.
That is
Trickle.
correct.
Trickle.
Trickle the Inkling.
He is indeed an inkling. And I shall just do this real quick. It's a terrible image. It's probably why I didn't remember to upload it. It is impossible to find somebody with a with octopus tentacles for hair. If you've ever seen the show or game, sorry, with inklings in, I can't remember what it is now. It's a little more like that, but basically, he stands a little like this, although only 2.5 feet tall, and his hair is all the tentacles of an octopus. He appears to have his mouth covered in a chain, and is wrapped in these ethereal chains. And as he sees him, Navi says, "Trickle, we're coming."
So I have come in
Yes,
here.
you have arrived.
I am going to take my first advantaged without recklessness swing
Indeed.
at the big thing.
Yep.
See what happens. Oh Lord. Let's see. Still good bonus though. 18, I think.
An 18 almost definitely
18.
hit.
All right. That is going to be. That's plus 6 there now. Okay, so 8, 14, and 4 more. Oh, that's fire. Do you need to know different stuff, maybe? Different damage types?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, okay, so 22 bludgeoning damage and 4 fire.
Okay. From now on, you can
then-
give me. Oh no, the fire he does seem a little resistant to.
Okay, well, I'll keep separating, no problem. Different die, it's easy enough. So, I will then... How effective did it seem generally? Was he resistant to all of my regular...
The magic of your weapon seemed to glow as you struck with it.
Okay. Just because you
Therefore,
described them
didn't
as
have any
ethereal,
extra
thought
effect.
I'd ask.
He doesn't look particularly phased.
Sure. Nevertheless, since that was my big extra damage one, I'm going to take my second swing at the guy to the right of me.
Excellent.
To
The bag of
east of me.
Of
Yes,
meat.
the bag-headed
Meat bag.
thing,
Yes,
dude.
blue-skinned.
Oh shit! I gotta re-roll that because I did not mean to advantage that one. So let me.
You had advantage on all your attacks this turn, not just the first one.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just the
cool.
first one. Well, then it was an 18 plus 9, 27,
Great.
whatever that is.
Yeah, smash
So-
that. Yes, you will know this guy
yeah.
has 8 armor class as per usual and is resistant to all
Oh, right.
physical damage.
So that's going to be 16 bludgeoning and 4
Yeah.
fire.
Exactly the opposite. The fire has full effect. The bludgeoning doesn't.
But because I've attacked him, he can't opportunity attack me, and I will move 1 step to the west.
Okay.
just in case
right.
I'm in the way of anything, and so that to get me, he has to come into line of the hallway
Yeah.
if he
sounds
wanted
good.
to. That is bonus action, I suppose, on the dude closest to everybody in the doorway. I shall spin through and poke him in the back
Joe,
as I.
you raged on the way in.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I so rarely get to do it. It
Good.
seems.
Yes. As your turn ends, the big guy looks to you and utters 6 words, their meaning beyond your comprehension. Give me a con save, please, as the words feel painful for your very ears to hear. Legendary action, by the way, if you hadn't
Cool.
guessed.
14.
A 14 is a fail. You will be vulnerable to necrotic damage until the end of
Alright.
his next turn.
Okay.
Okay.
So he has marked you for doom. Elle, your turn.
Well, Elle is very happy that Bello stepped out of the way because he didn't want to take him to take any backdraft from this shot that he's going to make at the baghead guy.
Yep.
I am going to steady aim.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I rolled with the wrong weapon, but that should...
It'll hit.
That won't hit.
It'll hit.
It'll hit, actually, you're right.
Yeah.
It was technically an 11, so...
Yeah, that's fine. Old bag of bones.
All right.
Okay.
So,
20 physical.
Yeah.
Great. And then we have 6 fire on all 3, yes?
Yes, correct.
I'm gonna say you can pick between... Oh, you probably can't even see him.
Is there... Yeah, I know. I can
so
only
when you
see...
say all
I can
3,
only see-
yeah, you mean a different 3. That's fine. I'll apply it to those 3. When Bellows went in, he, I'm sure, shouted back, "There's 4 of them in here!" Or however it is he would have said. Cool. Action...
Bonus action. That's it.
You're staying in line of sight? You like that?
I can't move because I took steady aim.
You
anyway,
can't
so-
move, yes, that is correct. Let's take another legendary action. Wisdom save, please, Bellows. As an aura of dread appears around him in like a blue flame.
Very, very low. 6.
You're frightened until the end of your next turn.
Awesome.
We like that. Cool. I wasn't meant to do that. Oh well, I did it. That was really bad on my part. Cool. That leads us to our little friend, the guy that you can't see, who is going to step through the wall and out at Navi. Oh, no. Oh no. Sorry, go on.
So does that provoke the Helm of Brilliance damage?
Start
he's-
his turn into it or enter it for the first time, is that correct?
I believe, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Go
that'll be
ahead.
5 radiant damage.
5
on
radiant damage, he loves that. And he will slash away at Navi. A 10 to hit. And an
That will
18
miss
to hit.
Navi. That
that. Oh,
will
I'm
miss
sorry.
Navi.
I'm sorry, it starts its turn, not moves into it.
Yeah, I thought that might be the case.
Yeah,
Cool, he shall heal for 5 and deal 11 force damage to Navi.
Alright.
That's not very nice of him, is it? Well, you want to not very nice. Let's have a look at this guy. He is going to reach out with his hand and touch Bellows on the very chest.
And kill me.
Quite possibly. That's
Yeah.
a 28 to hit.
Obviously, nothing I can do about that.
That is 38 necrotic damage, as you are currently vulnerable.
That's with the vulnerability.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm not quite dead.
Sorry, there was a noise coming from Rico, I believe, saying,
Yeah.
No?
Disregard for now, yeah.
Please make a constitution saving throw, Bellows.
Hold on, still trying to see how dead I am. Alright, Constitution. Not great. 15?
15 is a fail, I'm afraid. That
Yeah,
38 damage is going to also reduce your max HP by 38.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, not good. Okay. And he will then swing... do you know what? Will he? No, I think he wants to consume your life force. And therefore he will. Yes, he then swings his scythe out. Wisdom saving throw from Elmore, please.
Okay. 7.
Rubbish. Sorry, I don't know how this spell works. Yes, I'm assuming that will also fail if it was a charisma save.
It'll be an 8 with a charisma save.
Okay. You are inflicted with Bane, as is whatever this thing is.
Alright.
It needs to make a charisma save, and Bellows as well, please. The only 3 creatures he can see, sadly.
No, 17 on the charisma.
That's a
save for that.
success.
Nice.
10 is not a success, I assume.
No, you will be baned until you are unconscious.
So not long then.
Not long, no. Navi is up.
All right. Well.
Did you go in there with like half HP, Bellows? Is that what happened?
Well, yeah. I mean, what
Okay,
was?
cool. Yeah, no, I'm
We
just
didn't
double-checking.
even play out the walking across the dungeon.
Yeah, no,
so
I
didn't
realized that
think
bit.
about it. It was just like we're launching right into this.
Sorry, I moved us there, but I did sort of... I thought
yeah.
we'd sort of done...
Oh yeah. I was just being dumb.
Didn't realize we didn't have full HP. My apologies, but you'll be alright. Navi?
If I'm not, who cares?
Yeah, Nevi is. You know what? He is gonna.
so unloved.
Because his AC is garbage. He's gonna bonus action Shield of Faith on himself to bump up his AC to 15. And he's concentrating on that. That is a bonus action, and on his action, he'll just Sacred Flame the dude that's standing right there.
Cool. A dexterity saving throw,
gets to
I
make,
believe.
yeah.
Ooh, that's not good. Well, it's sort of good.
Not awful.
An 11, and you will notice that the radiant damage is significantly more potent than you would have expected.
Delightful.
Yeah, it is. Cool.
I'll hang out.
Take a legendary action, because we like those. And what I was meant to do before, he will... Oh no, I can't do that. Okay. Huh. I've confused myself with this. Okay, cool. A sort of pulsing wave comes out of him. 60 feet, including barriers, or through barriers. These creatures are covered in blue flame. Until the end of his next turn, you cannot regain hit points.
Oh no.
Jeez Louise.
Change my
the-
plan.
The bag of blood and meat is going to make an attack. I praise you for not having this problem anymore. And now it's refreshing at him. We literally discussed this before.
He's within 30 feet, so he'll take some radiant damage.
Oh, will he? That's nice, isn't it?
Brilliant.
Unfortunately, only a 1 on the roll. So
He had 1 HP.
fucking right.
Technically he had 2, but it does double damage. So yeah, really nasty. Okay, opportunity attack if you wish. The Phantom Warrior is moving through the wall.
He's also gonna take.
Why not? Go on, give it to me.
That'll
The
be
Helm
2.
of Doom. Yeah. Opportunity attack if you wish, Bellows.
Oh, that guy there. I see what you mean.
Yeah, he's
sure.
leaving.
Only 14. Oh, this wasn't the easy guy.
14 will miss, I'm afraid.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I think that'll be 1 slash at Blitzkrieg for 21.
Ooh,
Hit.
that will hit.
Yeah, 6 force damage
All right.
and 122 at your little Fey friend.
That'll hit my Fey.
Dealing 5 force damage. Aquatabos, you're up.
All right. My damage here to my Fey. Okay, perfect. All right. Well, I want to help Bellows there because he's in trouble. But he can't regain hit points. Shoot.
No, none of you can.
Let me check one other thing. My second level spells. Oh, I didn't prepare the one I want. So, that is just fine. Okay, well, I'm going to move 10, just kind of there. And at Big Angry Dude that no one is super fond of, I'm going to send a 4th level lightning bolt his way as I pop the wand out of my wand sheath. And
Sick.
send just a
14?
stupid amount of die 6s his way. There we go.
Oof.
32,
Dex save.
is that right? He got a 14 on the dex save.
Ah, he fails.
He is
Takes a full
wounded.
32. Excellent.
Hello.
All right. I think, just for fun, I'm gonna use my telekinetic shove to shove that guy 5 feet away from me, and thus a little bit away from Navi.
That is, I'm assuming a 4 is a fail.
Yep. DC 16.
Fantastic.
That'll go. And I'll do.
Phoenix will take a step to the right, and Hex.
At the end of my turn,
Oh,
my
sorry.
thing gets to move.
Ah, of course it does. Yes, God, forgot about that, dude.
So it's actually going to phase step over here.
Okay.
No, I lost sight. Okay, there we go. Oh, I'll move me back because I can't see through his eyes. So he is a fuming phase. So after he uses his phase step, he gets advantage on his next attack roll.
Mm-hmm.
So
You should now be able to see through it.
oh, excellent. Oh, and I can. Okay, I'll put me back. Perfect. Okay, and it has a damage calculator thing, but not actually what his attack bonus is.
I believe it's your spell
So-
attack.
Yeah. Okay.
Just throw a
AD
cantrip at me.
just needs to do a better job, yeah.
Yeah, just throw a cantrip at me. I'll accept it.
Let's see, I think I have, there we go, phase tentacles, that's the same.
Oh, is it?
Here we go, AC of 24.
Yeah, that'll most definitely be it.
Alright, so he will do 1d6 plus 3 plus the spell's level, which I cast at 3rd level, so it'll be a die 6 plus 6 damage of piercing, and then 1d6 force damage. So he'll do
Do
10
we know if
piercing.
his attacks are magical?
It doesn't seem that from his mundane, or that from his weapon is magical, so the 10 would be non-magical, the 4 is force. So.
Okay. I'm afraid only the force damage will do anything to that creature. It is spectral.
Alright. Well, I'll take the 4 force damage.
It is, however, wounded. It was close to being wounded. And
then Blitzkrieg, with just his mundane attacks, will try to maul this one. And if,
Nothing
yeah,
at all.
physical
Just
damage
passes
doesn't hurt
straight
it.
through it.
Yep, it's just a panther going nuts on a ghost.
Yeah, it is a panther going nuts on a ghost. I love that.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, Phoenix is going to take a step across, apply his hex to the douche. And is he? Is he? I don't suppose by any miracle he can see that spot. He can. Cool. Why not? Phoenix is going to throw a fireball.
Yes!
Because that's cool. Not a necklace, though. Bugger me, I should have bloody hexed and used fucking Eldritch Blast. Alright, whatever. That was shockingly shite. A 16 is a successful dex save as well. So that is a grand total of 15 fucking fire damage. Luckily he ignores resistance. Wow, that was shit. Carlos, why are you unconscious?
I'm not.
Oh, okay. You are on D&D Beyond. I think you reduced your maximum HP and it reduced your HP.
It's not listing it that way for me. It's
Okay,
saying 7
that's
out of
fine.
36.
Cool. Absolutely great. I will just refresh.
It's not good, but I'm
Cool.
It's not
Okay.
displaying like with saving throw, death saves or anything like it would be.
In
for
that case, please just yell at me when you go down. It's your turn.
I will. A question. I know you described at some length Trickle, but does he look like he's in danger? Is this
Yes,
guy
he's
threatening him?
enwrapped in ethereal chains. You get the impression that Trickle has been in this situation for perhaps a few hours. He's not
Right.
just going to spontaneously die, but he's being captured by this creature.
Yeah, but this guy isn't like taunting us with "I'm going to crush your friend" or anything like that.
No. No, he's
All right.
quite happy to just suck the life force out of you.
Sure. All right. Well, I'm gonna swing at him once recklessly.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get all my stuff here.
Because why not?
24 to hit.
Yes. Yes, most definitely.
Plus 6 is 13 bludgeoning and 1 fire.
Oh,
Best, but
so just 13 bludgeoning, yeah. He is
Yeah.
severely wounded.
Nice.
and then now that he can't opportunity attack me, I'm going to run around. 5, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, back to where I was, and I will whack him with my second go.
Nice.
With my crazy sapphire enhancement. That's going to be another 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Those damage dice are much worse, but those are okay. 9 and 4 is 13 plus 6 is 19 force and 3 fire.
By
Not
force,
force,
you
I'm
mean
sorry.
bludgeoning,
Bludgeoning, yeah,
yes?
sorry.
Okay, cool.
No, 19 bludgeoning.
Okay, he is
and
severely
3
wounded
fire.
but not dead.
And I still have another 50 feet of movement, and I'm going to start running out of here and see what I run into when I get out there.
Yep.
15, 20, 25,
You can go through, Al.
35, yeah. I can go all the way down to here, and I shall.
Nice.
Al, you're
Try
up.
to stay alive!
Good plan.
And that was bonus
Well-
action dash to do that, so
Ah, right. Yeah.
I'm good.
So L is going to reach up to his helmet and sort of touch one of the fire opals upon it, and he is also going to throw a fireball right into the room with this guy. It'll be a DC 18 dex save.
25. You do also know, I'm afraid, El, that he is resistant to fire damage. But
I know,
please,
but
go
he's
ahead.
severely wounded. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, that's a really bad roll too. Abysmal. 25.
I'm afraid that is going to be 6 fire damage.
Oof.
Yeah, because resistant and he made the save. So he is just about alive. And that's really bad for you.
I am. I think what I'll do is I will move. Oh, I gotta grab myself, I guess. I'm gonna move here,
Okay.
and I will bonus action hide from the big guy.
Okay. Cool.
I can make a stealth check if you'd like.
No, this creature, I don't think there's any chance that this creature can't see you. This dude here.
Oh, true, but he will take.
Yeah, go on. Why not?
This is round unit 4
Yes.
radiant damage.
Double to 8, but he still doesn't
Double to
care
8.
and will hit you with an ethereal sword twice. 12 will miss, I'm assuming.
Yeah, yeah.
So assumably a 10 also misses.
Nice.
Surprisingly, yes.
Half phased into a wall, he steps through the wall and looks directly at Corvus
Oh shit.
and says to him, I enunciate your death. Make a con save, please.
All right.
By the way, I fucked up. I completely forgot I was
Yep.
frightened, so I probably couldn't have
9.
done any of that.
Well, just all your attacks would have been.
Your attacks would have been at
Disadvantage.
disadvantage and you technically could have run away and come back. But
Yeah.
honestly, it probably didn't make all that much difference. So that's
Up to
fine.
you.
You didn't
Such a
kill
hard
it,
thing to keep
so it didn't
to
matter.
remember.
Arconovos, your Constitution saving throw, please.
9.
I am afraid that you are vulnerable to necrotic damage. A 21 to hit you.
That'll hit.
I am going
Actually, I'm
to
gonna shield.
silvery barbs. Oh, okay, never mind. He's good.
I'll
Shield
shield
that
it.
one. Cool.
So that'll put me up to 23 AC.
A 16 to hit you.
Nope.
And finally, a 22 to hit you.
Nope.
No?
Not with my shield.
Shit, Jesus, that's a lot of armor
18
class.
plus 5.
Cool.
23.
Navi's up.
Alright. This guy who's pretty beat up. Let's see if Navi can just drop another little sacred flame on him. Try to put an end to him. Ooh, good damage. Dex save. DC 14.
Yeah, bear with me, it's doing that thing. It does occasionally. 19!
Bastard.
Sad.
Okay.
Legendary action, he shall swing again at Arcorovos, desperately trying to consume some health.
Alright.
That's a natural 20, which I'm assuming is
I
going to
will-
evoke an Elmore.
I will silvery barbs that.
Yeah, how depressing. Do you know what? That could have been 88 necrotic damage, you boring fart. That's a 21 in this. Who do you want to give advantage to with your silly broken spell? I hate that spell. I love that spell.
Let's give it to. I don't know that it'll be all that useful on our Corvos. Let's give it to
Probably
Felix. Maybe he can
Cool.
Eldritch Blast the fucking shit
Yeah,
out of
he's
it.
not going to fireball ever again. Okay, our Phantom Warrior will step here and swing at Felix. Oh god, why have I done that to myself? And we'll swing twice at Felix while refreshing the page. Please bear with me a second. Felix's armor class is 14.
Before that, he will take an 8 or 4
No, bugger off.
to 8.
Yeah, sure. A 16 will hit, a 23 will hit. Felix will take 9, 14 force damage, which will just about remove his temp HP, to be honest. And legendary action, he will swing at our Corvos, desperately trying to consume your life force. Please
Bring it
die. 22!
23 AC.
God damn it! I've got him
Just narrowly. Alright. Oh, well. Let's see what good guaranteed way should I do some damage to this guy. Do I have any radiant damage? Sorry. Take a sec here.
I recall
nothing
you
good.
casting Spiritual Guardians.
Actually, yeah, but then I gotta drop my Fae.
It also
Yeah.
seems like a really bizarre stage of the fight to be casting that.
Yeah.
That's a little late, but I do have a fun way to do a little bit here, and I will find it if I... Oh, I didn't prepare that either. Oh, well, I just did a bad job of preparing all the spells that I want to prepare. So, you know what, I'm just going to shoot a lightning bolt at 3rd level point blank, because it's a save, and so it doesn't matter that it's point blank.
19.
There we go. Alright, he will save. Oh, I accidentally did the 2nd level. I don't care. It's still 2 charges. Or 4th level, rather. Alright, so he saves. So 12 lightning damage.
6 lightning damage will not kill him, unfortunately.
Damn this
Alright.
thing.
He is teetering on the edge of death, but he's not there. It's his resistance to fire and lightning that's causing you guys problems.
You know what? I'm going to shove him back 5 feet.
Yeah, why not? He has...
We're literally all fire and lightning.
That's a 16 save with an 18 on the dice.
Alright, then he will resist, as the DC
Oh, he
was
does
16.
resist it? Okay,
Yep.
cool. He will take his
16,
final... Oh, sorry, does that conclude your turn?
Yep.
Okay, he will take his final legendary action to
Alright.
try and smack you with this damn scythe. He's still some life. That's a 27 to hit!
That will hit.
And you are still vulnerable to necrotic damage.
Alright.
Therefore, you will need to make a constitution saving throw, and he will heal for 44 necrotic damage.
Alright.
Attaboy.
17 on the con save.
That is a success, so it won't come off your max HP.
Alright. Take
He is
22.
now only wounded. No, 44,
Oh, alright.
because you're vulnerable, right?
Alright.
You did go vulnerable, right? I haven't forgotten that.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's until the end of his next turn.
Factoring in.
Yeah, cool.
So,
No.
okay.
Oh, is it not running to you guys, the damage? Oh, it is. Okay, cool. Right,
Yep.
fantastic. He survived! It's your dude's turn. Your
Yep.
fish thing.
Yep. So I'm gonna have it move over here, so he will provoke an attack of opportunity if that thing so wishes to take one.
Did I use an attack of opportunity with it, or... No, that's the other one. Yeah, that is a 20 to hit.
Oh, 20 will hit.
5 force damage.
All right. While I'm thinking about it, I have to maintain concentration on this guy. So
yes,
DC
you need a
is
22.
22 from the way I was hit. So he probably doesn't exist right now. Yep, he doesn't
No,
exist.
he
right
does
now.
not exist. Well,
So
we shouldn't cast Spirit Guardians.
He didn't
next
burn
turn.
that thing's reaction. So.
No, that's fine. Does that conclude your turn?
Yep.
Okay.
The Panther's just gonna freak out on this guy.
Yeah, that's fine. Felix will this time hex and do what he should. Which is to Eldritch Blast twice. Fuck me, Felix. That's pathetic.
He's got advantage on one of them.
Why? Oh yeah, you gave him. Yeah, okay, so the first one missed. Cool. Bellows, you're up. Sorry, Josh.
Weird.
I rolled 2 14s and a 10.
And when I realized about the frightened, that is continuing, right?
No, it ended at the end of your previous turn.
Okay. All right then. I'm actually frightened, so that kind of affects me the same way.
Oh, but we can heal now, no?
You can.
Did that last
if you
until?
wish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needed to use his. He didn't use all 3 legendary actions on that. He wanted to use them on trying to eat our Corvus.
All right.
Survive.
And the big guy himself was one of the things we could run through, right?
Oh yeah, all of these are spectral. You take a D10 of force damage if you end your turn in his space, but other than that...
Okay, but I can just go 40 feet to right here, right through him.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
And whack him. Recklessly,
Please
why
whack
not?
Hookah. Whack him away.
Get the right dice here. It's too many. It's so many dice that I should be rolling them online, but it's so many dice that I can't set up online to do it properly.
Not only that, but it's so much fun.
It is. It
I
is.
just, every time I just...
Sounds like you're rolling a metric ton of die. I feel like we're playing
17.
Warhammer.
17 to hit.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Okay. Alright then, move those out of the way. Count these things. 4 plus 6 is 10, plus 11 is 21 bludgeoning damage and 2 fire.
Okay, so 22 damage in total. He is severely wounded.
And I will hit him again.
Of
Or
course.
attempt to do so, why not? And that's going to be an 18 to hit, so should.
That'll hit, yeah.
That's 5 plus 6 is 11 bludgeoning and 5 fire.
Ooh, he doesn't like that. Again, he is severely injured.
And in case some of my friends can heal me, I'm going to run exactly back what I just did. I've got the movement for it using my dash.
Can you pop a potion?
That's right. I forget we have them because we do the joint whatchamacallit. I can't though if I'm going to get that back that far. I could go like around the corner.
From
I've
what
got
you've
55
seen, apart
without
from
the
Bane,
dash.
he only has melee range. He's swinging with a scythe, right? So...
Well, and there's another thing. I'm baned. I forgot all about that too.
Fuck it.
Too many effects.
Yeah, we do have markers for them. I should really use them because then we'd all remember. So I
Maybe.
apologize for that. I'll do that in future. Elle, shoot this bastard.
Yeah, do that.
I can't even shoot this bastard.
I
Am
mean,
I?
you can, but only with a pistol, right?
Yeah.
It's not
I think Fuck. I think I'm just gonna end this guy. I'll try to end this guy in front of me. I'll bust out the old flame tongue.
Please, yeah.
Take a stab.
Slash away. I'll
20
hit.
hit. So ignore the sneak attack.
That's depressing, isn't it?
That's very depressing. It's a 7.
That's terrible fire damage.
Yeah, 8 damage will not kill it. It will, however, severely wound it.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Is that what you've got for me? that's what you've got for me. Sick.
No. Sorry.
No,
Jesus, I'm gonna
There's
move.
not
No,
much
I
you can
can't
do,
move.
is there?
Actually, no, I don't have to move. I'm gonna play some healing word for
Oh, you have a
Bellows.
healing word? Nice, I like that.
I do have a healing word.
For
Yes.
Bellows?
Yeah, he's.
You don't need to be able to see him?
No, I think I played with my
Bellows is here.
Here, isn't it? Yes, that would make sense. Okay.
yeah.
Fellows, move back here.
Well, Bellows gets 3
Yeah.
HP.
Wow.
Good for you.
Sick. Does that conclude your turn?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stand here.
24 to hit you with the spectral sword of the creature standing next to you.
That sure does hit.
Yes. 7 force damage. And 14, which I'm assuming will miss.
Yes.
Okay. What's the radiant damage on our friend?
Oh
The
shit! I
boss.
forgot about that.
It
Yeah.
is his turn now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the dude standing next. Okay, well the dude
Actually,
standing
dude
next to you,
setting.
go heal yourself for the force damage you just took.
Oh.
7 force damage, because he just
Sweet.
Nice.
died. And then
Sweet.
make the roll for the boss.
Yes.
And if you kill my legendary boss with a hat, I'm going to be
Do it.
really offended.
Well, that's a 6. That's about the most that I could possibly roll right now. So.
That's exactly what you needed. I would go and do this to me, Rico. Please describe his grisly demise to your hat.
So as he's about to begin whatever he was about to do, I assume some lengthy monologue. I'll sort of like turn and look at him with like really, and he'll just like literally
Insignificance.
burn up in the daylight.
Cool. He's dead.
Huzzah!
Navi. There's
Alright,
that little dude. Yeah.
Navi's gonna skitter over here. And at a range of touch, use a 3rd level spell slot to cast Cure Wounds on Arkorivos.
Okay.
Because I am at 5 hit points.
Okay.
So now I'm at 20. That's nice.
Cool. Give me the hat damage. Oh, sorry. Any bonus action? No. No.
I don't think Navi has
I
any.
think he has any if he doesn't. Have
Shield of Faith. No. Yep.
Another 6.
Nice.
Okay. He is severely wounded.
Hey,
Arkorivos is severely wounded. Dude, I mean, if you want, you could just walk off and let him die to Rico's hat.
Yeah, I might as well
Oh, wait, no.
throw a cantrip disguise.
Just that
No,
hat
he gets a
doesn't
turn.
prevent him from getting a turn. Yes.
Yeah, he gets a turn. I was gonna say.
Let me do that. Yeah, we'll go 1 at Navi.
Alright.
22 to hit.
That'll do it.
5 force damage.
Alright, 5 damage.
20 to hit. Felix.
The cat.
8 damage. Ah! Don't throw the coke on the floor, James. Cool! Yeah, that concludes his turn. Arkorivos. Onwards and upwards.
Alright. I'll just try to blow this guy up with a cantrip. Because why not?
As you so should.
Pick which cantrip to do it with. Prestidigitation probably isn't going to do it. That one's necrotic damage, so that
Just
one's
clean
not
him! God damn it! Clean him and heat him up!
I'm going to try to electrocute him with my face tentacles. Shocking grasp.
Oh, okay.
AC of 23.
AC of 23. Yeah. 100%.
Alright. 5 lightning damage.
That's not blowing him up.
And then I'm going to move over here. And just cower in the corner.
Yep.
And he doesn't get a reaction.
Yeah, I know.
because Shocking grasp.
Cool. Phoenix will fire 2 Eldritch Blasts and transfer the Hex and all that shenanigans. And provided they both hit, I won't roll anything. He is dead. Because if Phoenix can fail to do 12 damage with a Hex double Eldritch Blast, then he's done something really wrong. Cool. And so... creature dies. And the ethereal chains break on our little friend, the Inkling, who steps forward and, with a slight gurgle, says, "Navi, your game. Thank you. It is painful in here, but you have brought friends."
No.
Hello, friend.
I heard. Please go ahead and give me either a religion or medicine check for yourself and or for Navi.
Alright, I will do religion. Navi
Okay.
can do medicine. No, where'd mine go? There it is. Alright, Navi got a 10 medicine. I got a 24 religion.
With your religion check, you will know that he has had his soul sapped. Much in the way that Bellows has. The difference is that he was sapped to 0 and is currently incapable of taking any movement. He is also on the cusp of life and death. In your knowledge with a great 24, you will know that he needs to have greater restoration cast on him.
Ah. We will need to take him to a cleric of much
You
of
can't
great
move
power.
him. That's what I meant by... Like, it's not he can't move.
Oh, like we can't
you
pick
can't
him
move
up and
him,
move him?
because part of
Oh.
his soul is not in this plane of existence. Navi sort of looks at you and... Huh. We have to come back for him.
With him.
Trickle. My friend. Oh.
Well, not to worry, Navi. We've vanquished that large skeleton bastard.
But my friend is stuck here. Does he need to eat? To drink?
I do not know if he will require provisions.
Given the way his soul is currently frozen, not in this plane of existence, his body might need sustenance. I don't suppose anybody has access to, like, gentle repose, for example? Might keep him sustained.
I do.
Yes. That might keep him
Or no, I
sustained.
have the other thing. The cantrip.
Spare the
Gentle
dying?
Repose, which is second level spell. Yeah, spare the dying.
That's not going to feed him.
That's not enough, yeah.
What about Navi?
I don't think Navi has... does Navi have third level spells?
He doesn't have it prepared. He could prepare it tomorrow.
By which time you could potentially sort something out.
Now. Or we can cast freedom of movement on him. Will that let him move around without a soul?
You don't think so. The problem is that if
Right.
moving his body would leave his soul behind, right? It is his soul that is tethered.
Well, perhaps we take the body with us for now, and then we return with the body so that we can keep fed and watered in the meantime, and then reunite the body and the soul. Unless his soulless body will manage to feed itself and keep itself hydrated.
I'm gonna sort of like, as an aside to our Corvos, say, do we know a cleric?
Oh, there are some of sufficient power in academia, so I would have to curry favor with them.
Yeah, this is something.
I'm not sure that this would be not below their notice or so.
Navi sort of looks at you and... So... What if I stay here and tend to him? Will you come back?
Well, if you could find a way to use your magics to restore him, but I do not know if time alone will get the job done.
Well, Navi could wait and tend to him until you come back with greater restoration.
Yeah.
This is acceptable.
I can help you clear the rest of this place so that I don't get eaten while you're gone. But then...
This is acceptable. We can fill all these sarcophagi and urns with water before we leave. If that will be helpful.
I can make food and drink if I have a sleep first.
No, Excellent. But just if you need,
put any water in
I
them.
have 50,000 gallons of water on my person.
So you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sarcophagi seem to all contain the skeletons of dwarves. They appear to have once been wearing jewelry and armor and weapons that have since long since rusted. Sorry. I don't know what long rusted is. Long rested is what you would love to be.
I don't know, but I could use it.
The urns, however, appear to now be empty. You do hear the movements of a great giant beast to the east. Wow, that was a sentence.
Perhaps we should make sure that we are in tip-top shape before engaging this next battle, yeah?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I even have tip-top shape anymore.
Our friend Bellows here looks a little worse for wear.
Let's see what we can do about that. Let me check where my spell slots are all hanging out.
And does my
Oh, we have
reduction
potions
require
though.
that
no?
as well?
Greater restoration or a long rest for you.
No.
Big nap.
So let's throw
I was gonna say, do we have a potion that Bellows can drink to not burn a spell slot? I thought we did.
You could also
Shouldn't be that hard to get me up to
a
my.
little bit, but you won't be able to get him above the 36 or whatever
Oh.
he's reduced to.
Oof.
Yeah, I think we just we
Scary.
can top him off hit point wise and go from there. So I'll throw a 3rd level cure wounds on Bellows.
Nice.
Very nice.
There we go. Oh, that was a really bad roll. 4, 3, or 4, 2, and 1. So that's 12. We'll throw a 2nd level cure wounds on you.
Nice.
I feel
much
surprisingly like standing
Wow.
still.
20
So,
with my lower level spell
Amazing.
slot.
well, that's all I can take. So
All right.
more than I can take.
You can, however, add 1500 XP.
Oh.
I mean, it's
We'll do
something,
that.
right?
Wow.
It's the sort of thing we need Josh here to really
Mm-hmm.
get sufficiently
Really be
excited
worried
about.
I'm gonna drop 2 1st level cure wounds on myself.
Phoenix is just gonna stand there and just decide he's absolutely fine. He could cast Cure Wounds. I don't think he's going to.
There we go.
Maybe he should. Is anybody injured?
Fit as a fiddle.
Okay. Anyone who is injured can take 16 HP, the first person.
Oh, alright. You said 16?
Yep, 8 for himself.
Alright, I'll do it.
Anybody else injured?
That was Navi. That was the wrong one.
Maybe Navi? Navi took a couple of hits, no?
Okay, another
yeah, he's down
second
like
level
8
cure
hit
wounds.
points.
He can heal for 14.
There we go.
All good now?
Let's see. Okay, let me get mine real quick, and then Navi's all full up.
Cool.
He's at 38 of 38. I'm at 57 of 69, which should be enough.
Marvelous.
There we go. Okay. And Navi AC goes back down to his.
Oh, yeah, I gotta take off
setting.
one of these.
Alright. Oh, well. Do we know what lies around the corner and if there is a closed door or not?
Phoenix looks around the corner and says, "The door's open. I can't see in from here."
Bellows, well, it would be terribly dangerous. I could place haste upon you, and you could run a great distance into the room, and hopefully hit something with such force so as to end the fight very quickly. And you will have a slightly higher AC.
Well, I think
And
it will
perhaps
take.
the ability to flee safely. Zip
It will
in,
take that
smashy,
magic.
smashy, zip out, yeah?
You got this, Bellows. I've seen you do it before. And I'll give
We
him
will
bardic,
follow after
sluggish,
you.
actually.
I'll give him some bardic inspiration as well.
Sorry,
I
what did you
can't
say?
dash as a bonus anymore, so
All right.
You don't have any rage
I'll
left?
only be able to
is
kill
what you're
mine.
saying?
Right.
Yeah?
Mm.
Cool. Okay.
So
I'll only be able
I
to
don't
run
know how far I'm
120
going.
feet, is that?
I still have every
Uh,
intention of like following up after you,
110.
but if you wanted to like zip in, smash, get back, and then we can like kind of run in front of you and
I will try if
Hopefully
if
take
I
some
see
heat
something
off
to
you.
do it to.
yeah. If not, you can zip around and come back, and you still got 9 more rounds of haste.
Yeah,
We'll
I mean,
see
if
what
I
happens.
get really far and it hasn't
Mhm.
gone into anything yet, I'll like take a second turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah, take your hasted action to get out.
Okay, I'll let
9,
Bellows
10, 15.
have an attack to start the fight off, if you just bear with me a second, Bellows.
Yeah,
but
sure.
can everybody roll initiative in preparation? And then Bellows,
Yeah.
obviously, you'll get your initial attack, and then you'll have your turn on your initiative.
That's
Does
fine.
that make sense?
Jeff. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Can I sort of like get behind Bellows?
Yeah, on your turn. On your turn.
Okay.
I was there.
Just missing. Oh, yeah, that's why I'm missing Felix's. But it's a night job. Cool. Yeah, Bellows, go ahead and start us off with a long run.
Okay. Well, should I count where I was running from before?
It's 40 feet to there, to the
Okay,
first
that's
stop into the room. After
I'll-
that, if you
I'll-
want to run about, you can. As you step in here, what you see is a creature like nothing that you've ever imagined. Its mouth is a strange cross-section of sharp teeth and a lolling tongue. It appears to have no eyes worth mentioning, and it has a sort of dome-like head with strange different appendages coming out of all sides. It is in fact within a deep dark hole, and it clings to the edge of the hole with its many different limbs, all with sharp teeth along them. That's worrying. It appears to ooze liquid, and in fact, its horror is almost unspeakable.
Before I casted haste, could I have used my Pearl of Power to recover a 3rd level spell slot?
Go for it. Why the fuck not?
Perfect. Okay.
You
So I
notice
recover
that
the spell
the
slot, and I cast haste.
Pearl of Power lets out some of its quintessence. It'll rebuild in time, you hope. As you get in there, Bellows, go ahead. Sunder it.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna hit it from here. I'm not gonna go. Bellows is not in the mood to go running around and risk the distance that he has. So, but since if I hit him, he can't opportunity attack me. I shall go reckless. So yeah, 19 plus 9, 28. I guess
Okay.
that is
Upon striking the creature, you will take 10 acid damage.
delightful. So
It's
I'm not
the
gonna be able
oozing
to.
blood strikes you in a splashback. Vicious.
Jesus. All right, I'm sort of thinking about that before I even get around to looking at my damage.
Sorry. But I wanted to make sure in case you're on 10 HP.
No, I'm not on 10, but I can't use all my hasted attacks and stuff. I'll be dead.
Well, you get the impression that perhaps the next one might hurt a little less.
Well, I'm gonna do it one more time and see what happens anyway. Let's see. So that's 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 10 more, 18 bludgeoning damage.
Nice. Not a
And-
bad hit.
I have concluded that. In
No
his
fire?
I have concluded that in his extreme, sluggish, defeated drainedness, Bellows has set down his spanner at some point while getting healed and so forth.
Very fair.
But I will attempt to whack him again.
Yeah.
24 to hit.
That'll hit. You'll take 7 acid damage this time.
Okay. It's not so bad. 9 plus 4 is 13 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
Right,
one
I
of
guess.
one of his limbs is entirely disconnected from his body as you sunder through it.
Awesome. And then what? I get if I want them 2 more because of the way you run haste,
Yes.
or just 1 more. Okay. Well, let's see what my HP are after 1 more. Ooh, probably not even gonna hit. Only 14. No, 15.
15 will hit.
Okay, cool.
Take
that
2
is
acid
gonna
damage.
be- Oh, 2. 10
And like I
plus
said,
4
you
is-
get the impression that perhaps it's not going to be quite as deadly as my max roll. It's also...
14 bludgeoning from that.
Okay, yeah. He's not liking that. It hurts. It hurts.
I guess I'll take one more. 23 to hit. And then there's
9
gonna
acid
be
damage.
11 bludgeoning.
Oh, he is
That's
wounded.
gone back up, but so am I. And so
Bye!
I will, just with my last one, I will have attempted to sort of crack him on one of his oozing tooth appendages and loosen his grip a little bit to upset him to use my bonus action as a help, and then I will run back away.
Okay.
Perfect. Right next to Navi.
Very
Cool.
nice.
It's time for Elmore.
Is it? Elmore's gonna run into this little hallway and seeing this
It was seeing this
horrific.
flailing creatures and looking down
Yeah.
at you, teeth in the everywhere.
Advantage from my help.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
I'm going to stare down the neck of my guitar and
Line it
fire off a shot. 19.
A 19 will hit.
Sweet.
Sweet.
That's not bad. 26 damage.
Shit, Jesus. It is severely wounded.
Nice.
Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to move back into my nice little spot over here and hang out.
Cool.
We're just gonna take turns ducking our heads around the corner, shooting something.
Basically, yeah.
Getting
Sweet,
back under
huh?
cover.
Felix will go down the corridor and fire a couple of Eldritch blasts. He's concentrating on Hex, so transfer that to that shenanigans. A 23 will hit. 19 will hit. 6. 14. 20. 22 fire damage. Ah! He's nearly dead. Brutal. That concludes his turn. And a cone of necrotic energy extends from his tentacle. Unfortunately, you can only see Felix, so it's a con save from Felix. That's a 22.
Oof.
So it'll take. Felix will take 22 necrotic damage. That's nice, isn't it? I've got it, you're up.
Alright, so I'm going to hop out so that I can see what is going on. And Felix is in my way if I want a lightning bolt, so
Yes. He ran out of movement speed.
let's not
Sorry.
do that. Yeah. You know what? Does this thing seem organic? It looks gooey.
It's biological in
Alright.
some way. I mean, it's an
take that.
aberration, but it has flesh. Much flesh.
All right.
It's oozing. It's oozing its organs, in fact.
Ooh. Well,
Apparently.
let's give it a 3rd level mind whip.
Oh, it'll love that!
Let's see. How does it higher level? It's supposed to take one additional
It's
creature.
super intelligent.
I don't do any more damage. Never mind.
Oof.
I don't up the damage. I just number the target, so I'm just gonna do it at the
It is an
minimum
save, right?
level. Yeah, it's an intelligence save.
It's a 2.
Alright, so 11 psychic damage.
Okay. We'll
And
have that
I
for
will
you.
use Psychometabolic Surge as my bonus action to recover 5 hit points.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna duck back behind here.
Close you up, Navi.
And let's see what spell slots he's got left. How many hit points is Bellows missing? You want
Missing.
a 3rd or 4th level
28
skill
odd.
wounds?
Yeah, not bad.
Alright,
Or
you
26.
still got a 3rd level spell slot, Navi does, so you will recover 18 hit points.
Nice.
Admirable.
Hello.
Thank you.
It's your turn. You've got just enough HP to hit him.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, okay. Guess I'll run back in there then.
Okay, as you do, you notice that appendages are lying all over the room. He's barely gripping onto his hold in this dark pit. In fact, it looks like he would die to a short, sharp breath.
Well, let's make sure, because I
They
could
can't
roll all
take
ones.
reactions.
So I've run 60.
Great. Love that for you.
Yeah, let's see here. 24 to hit.
You will take 8 acid damage,
Okay.
and you need to do 3 damage.
Oh, well, I did.
Please describe his grisly demise.
18 damage, actually, is what it was.
Nice.
Yeah, so he's all oozy. I don't like that. I'm looking for the harder, crunchier stuff of him, and so he's got these tooth on his weird limbs and things, and I'm just sort of trying to pick around the goo, and really sort of as I've come around the corner, swinging that thing to get the momentum going in it, try to just crack one of those and send a shock ripple through his ooze and have him drop back down into his disgusting pit.
He does. In fact, he keeps dropping. You hear no splat, no sound of him eventually falling. Just goes on and on, down into the endless darkness. If you all want to come into the room and get a nice look at just how creepy this little shit is,
God damn.
I don't hate him.
Look at this
He's pretty hideously ugly, especially if you've got the moving graphics on.
I'm gonna put them on.
He is really quite hideous. Yeah.
Got a lot of teeth.
He does.
A lot of extra
That's
teeth. Don't seem to be
unsettling
very
indeed,
teeth.
yeah.
Well, he's dead
A lot
now.
of torso teeth.
And as he's dead, it means you get some experience points.
Ooh.
We always love those, don't we?
Oh la la.
Why
Never
not?
turn him down.
Oh, lol. It's a pitiful 600.
Oh,
He can do a lot of damage, but he has like no HP and doesn't really do much else. So yeah, as he descends into the pit, this room is full of beautiful display cases, and although there are splatters of muck and schmuck all over them, they don't seem to be broken by any of the bashing and whacking around. In fact, they're all beautifully intact. And you see a helm bearing 2 red eyes. Some boots with incredibly unusual markings up and down the sides. And in fact, if you turn them over and look at the sole, you will see that it moves consistently. You see 2 beautiful silver earrings with bright blue studs. A gold and green pen with an emerald set in the nib. An unusual amulet of a flagon. That's a flagon, not a dragon, a flagon. A 12-sided onyx dice. And a heart-shaped jacinth. The jacinth you can add yourself. It is a beautiful gem worth 5,000 gold pieces.
nice.
Though you would know that it can have magical properties and occasionally can be used in crafting great legendary items. And as you consider the mystic and magical nature of that which you have found and picked up, we'll take a bathroom break.
Alright.
Back, and we're doing that thing. Loot! We love loot. So,
The best.
your red-eyed helm, boots with unusual markings, 2 earrings of blue studs, a gold and green pen with an emerald in it, an unusual amulet of a flagon, and a 12-sided onyx dice. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of making rolls and trying to work out what these are, and possibly worrying about saving an Inkling's life, does anybody want to make a guess at what one of these might be?
I know what the flagon is. The amulet of flagon, because there's like the amulet of the drunkard or something, and if you
Indeed.
consume a thing of alcohol while you're wearing it, you get like a die 12 hit points back or something.
A die 12 would be optimistic. I think it's like 1d4. It might be 2d4.
I thought it was a bigger chunk, yeah.
But yes, indeed, the amulet of the drunkard. You've seen these on sad and lonely creatures, wandering probably around Macardia, to be honest. Probably depressed about their Earth Genasi parentage. or something. Yes, indeed, and I'm another drunkard. Anybody else want to think, possibly in character, hazard a guess at what some of these might be? Or...
I don't think so.
You do notice as you walk around the room that the eyes of the helmet are following you. A bit weird. Yeah, we'll let Felix make a Arcana check on that one. Yeah.
We do have a recipe for a blueprint for something.
It ain't that. That's a dread helm. I don't think it
Dread
has.
helm.
I don't think it theoretically actually has any use, but it looks cool.
It just it just has an aesthetic thing.
Yeah. You could possibly wear it and another helmet and a hat. Yes.
I mean, who doesn't have any headwear right now? Though?
Has anybody ever been hunting? Probably not, actually, in this sundering.
Not in this campaign, no.
No. The boots don't line up. You can make an Arcana check on the earrings, though, and the pen, if you wish. Anybody and everybody.
Ugh.
Arcana.
Yeah, just the one Arcana check for both objects will do. A 7 is going to fail miserably. A 7 is going to fail miserably.
Another 7.
I can try or help. I'm proficient.
Would Bellows be interested? If he's interested, then go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
If he's currently going, I'm dying, then
Well, he did roll a natural 20 plus 3.
sick.
Oh,
Great.
nice. There you go.
Yeah, we love that.
God damn.
Those are
Stand aside, Akoro.
two earrings of a message. I nearly wrote massage.
Matho.
And
Also
quite
good.
literally, an emerald pen. The only item that you are unable to identify through natural means is the 12-sided onyx dice. Usual.
Interesting.
Wait, is that right?
And the boots. We didn't really.
Yeah, sure. But you can check for those if you wish. If you wish to make a,
Nature,
survival check. Yes. I was just trying to work out if a dodecahedron is actually a 12-sided dice. It is, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Just double
I'm proficient in survival, and I rolled a 4 for a 9.
check. Yeah. No, you don't know what they are.
I
You
mean,
will
as
have
long as we're all checking multiple objects multiple times, I'm also proficient in survival.
Yeah. Go ahead. It's a hunter's item traditionally.
21 total.
Oh, look at you go! They're boots of many tracks. False tracks, I think, is the official name.
Excellent.
All
Yep.
specs.
Yes, but you will need to cast Identify on the 12-sided dice.
That we can do. In given time.
Indeed. However, you do work out that you think you might have completed the task you were set.
Yeah. Well,
Should
perhaps
we-
shall we go back and visit with Dolgan?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. You know Dolgan to be somewhat down and south. A bit east as well. We can get there however you please.
I'm gonna be loud about it and sort of just like call out to him, see if we
He can't move.
catch
He
the
would-
attention of like anything through here that we may have missed.
Oh, I see. Yes, indeed. Indeed, you can move out the back of that statue room. It's a very good idea. If you wish.
Oh, he's down here somewhere, right?
Stop! Click. I need a dexterity save, please.
From
Whoever that is in the
myself
front.
or
Is that
Purple's?
L? Is that L?
Yes.
I think it's
L
L.
is down here.
yes,
Yeah.
15.
Not bad.
I can't move you. But 15, yes. A 15 is a fail. You will
Ooh.
take 2d4 piercing damage.
Oh,
which
nice.
you probably won't mind too much as spears sort of out of the wall. Yeah, so you'll take 2 piercing damage.
Yeah.
That's already half for you.
I don't know where you got to.
Um,
This way. Oh, there you are.
I don't have a mouse. That's exciting, isn't it? Yeah, cool.
Although he's pretty peeved that one of these spears may have pierced some of his clothing. I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only threat, is that perhaps your clothing is injured. But you will know that if you take a right, these spears they fired once and that's it. They don't
Okay.
replenish in any way
Yeah.
until somebody resets the trap and Dolgan looks at you. And, vault is clear. I can
We
feel
believe
it.
so?
I owe you. Well, indeed, 'twas on the statue that you passed. If you go back and bring it to me, I will show you its magics. You don't have to go back. The statue that you were literally just standing next to has a book. If you go back and climb up and sort of remove it, you'll find out that it is, in fact, as soon as you take it away, it was only disguised as stone. And I believe the exact name on D&D Beyond is an Atlas of Endless Horizons. I believe only our Godibos can use it, as it is technically a wizard's spellcasting focus. But that is not the relevant thing. It can assist all of you in your navigation. It has 3 charges, and if you spend a minute, you can place one of your prepared wizard spells with a different spell in the book. The Conjuration spell, and when you are hit by an attack, you can use your reaction to expend a charge to teleport 10 feet to an unoccupied space that you see.
Oh, delightful.
Which is kind of cool. But the
Pretty
most
cool.
interesting fact is that once you attune to this book, you will learn the spells Arcane Gate, Dimension Door, Gate, Misty Step, Plane Shift, Teleportation Circle, and Word of Recall. Obviously, you will only be able to cast those you have the applicable spell slots to cast.
Yeah.
So you can't just randomly cast Gate because you're attuned to a book.
Blatantly.
But yeah, Atlas of Endless Horizons. I have no idea how you're going to fit in the attunement slots, but fuck it, it's there. You can get
I'll
the
sacrifice
spells and
something to
unattune
that.
by technicality. But I think it's a very suitable item for a treasure hunter.
I'll make good use of that.
Yes.
Charge.
Incidentally, how long does Blitzkrieg last?
I imagine he's gone by now. I already deleted him.
Yeah, bye-bye, Blitzkrieg.
It's probably an
It
hour or
was a
something.
pleasure knowing you.
Yeah. So.
I hope that you find it interesting. Many of these items you see were collected from other planes of existence. My travels took me far and wide. In fact, if I recall, most of the most interesting items were located for me by a friend. In Exorbia. I wonder where he'd be now. I don't know. Wonderful guy, an Abshagwa. Used to travel between the planes selling things. What'd I do to catch up with him? He was 2,300 at my last counting, so he's probably still around somewhere.
Very interesting.
Give him my
Keep an
wishes
eye out
if you
for
ever
him.
see him.
We'll let him know that you are here.
That is his name in Roll20. Well, most thank you.
Yeah.
Most thank you. Oh, I'm in your debt. I don't suppose you'll have much reason to come back.
Oh, it seems we will have to come back at least once.
Oh no. Oh yes.
Our friend Navi has decided to stay with his debilitated friend,
Oh.
Tinkle or something.
That's... Well, it would be nice for some company. Though I can't move to other rooms, so... Hopefully they come past at some point.
They can't move either. That's the entire problem. Well,
Navi could
one
move
can't.
back and forth.
So close, yet so far.
Perhaps you could have breakfast with one of you and lunch with the other. Something like that.
I could give you lessons in yelling so you can hear each other.
Ah,
No, I don't think so. No, I appreciate the offer.
Would you like us to make you a string telephone?
A what?
Might you have 2 cups and a very long piece of string?
He shrugs his ethereal hands and looks at you like an idiot. But he is most grateful. He has nothing else to offer you. There is absolutely no reason for you to stick around chatting to him. Yeah. What would our adventurers like to do, having cleaned out the Vault of Dolgan?
no. I think return to the ship.
Okay.
For now.
As you come out, if you remember, there you were somewhat on a precipice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that dragon's dead, don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've dealt with that. What the fuck is all the yellow lighting? It's your head. Your head,
Yeah.
your hat.
Brilliant.
Yes,
Sorry.
my hat, the brilliance.
Yes, it randomly alternates between like looking nice and then looking like some disgustingly bright halo of mist.
Like a yellow snow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as you come out, the ship has in fact docked. And scavenging in the snow is Brandy?
Brandy,
Yeah.
wait till you see what we've got you.
You got me something? Oh, that's good.
That's what you-
I've lost something, though.
What is this?
And she sort of begins to hop in a circle around, and she's sort of standing here. I was collecting berries. I've lost my shoe. Most annoying. They were good boots, they were. Anyway, well, you seem to have got a hole there, haven't you?
Oh, quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah, come on up to the captain's deck, I guess. With that, she'll lead you to the ship where it's docked. She doesn't seem particularly phased. Just a bit annoyed that she's lost a shoe in the snow.
Perhaps I can find something to help you. And I will conjure another panther.
Yes,
They last till
Mine's a
dawn,
shoe.
actually.
they're not still dawn?
Oh,
Damn.
oh yeah.
Blitzkrieg leaps out the bag, still ready from last time, looking around.
6, give it a general order.
A general order, you're going to go look for a shoe.
Which vanishes the next dawn, or when it is reduced to 0 hit points. Yep. Yeah. So now I have 2 panthers to search the snow.
Okay. Yeah, they sort of sniff about and eventually converge upon here. Brandy's feet are quite a good tracking device. And as they both converge on this pit, they both sort of look down and make a mewling sound. That Buddha's dropped a long, long, long way.
I hope it
Bottom of the
fell down
mountain.
and kicked that goo monster in the face.
Perhaps, but apparently this crevice goes almost entirely to the bottom of the mountain, what you can see. It's,
Curious.
you could perhaps measure the distance in some way. I don't know how.
Oh.
I know how.
You can drop a coin if you wish, but it'll just tell you that it drops you to the bottom of the mountain. It's not large enough for a human to fall down, though. It's too narrow, unfortunately, but
I was
interesting.
tempted.
I'm not surprised. The captain, whose name has just taken a nosedive out of my brain as
Cleo.
I opened my mouth.
Yep.
Yes, I mean, I literally opened my mouth to say Cleo, and then it just went, no. Cleo looks over to you and... I can't help but notice you've returned one short. Is Navi okay?
He is well, but his friend is not able to leave safely.
He is stuck?
He is bound there spiritually.
No. Well, that doesn't sound very nice. Did you get any
Seems
treasure?
unpleasant. Quite a bit, yes.
So,
And some that will benefit the crew enormously, I think, in the form of this pot.
the giant cauldron, yes.
We'll show them, the
Yes.
cauldron of
Which
stew.
a very weary
Like
Bella
strapped to yeah.
As you put it down with a thump. It's an Abrak, in fact, who comes over and sort of has a look. It is making the food, yes. But is it making good food or shit food? Have you tried it?
Not yet. Get the crystal, fill it with water.
Yeah.
The
It's like
crystal...
a blue crystal that has 50,000 gallons of water in it and just release.
Now
enough
it
to
has
fill the cauldron.
49,996. This is very good. It smells like ratatouille. Sort of leans in a ladle and... I say, Brandy, it is almost as good as yours. Brandy sort of takes a sip and... That's her. Cleo looks to you and... so how long do we wait for Navi?
I believe we will have to come back for him.
Oh, come back at... Any particular moment?
Oh, when we have the divine capability to restore his ally's soul?
If we're waiting on God, we're probably screwed.
Likely, yes. But we will see.
A divine spellcaster, perhaps.
Yeah.
Should suffice.
Yes, perhaps we can find one in the next town we are visiting, or go to Lunethra and see if one of the werewolves wants to cast a spell for us.
There was a gentleman... I think that was in Arenas. A priest of some sort wanted to see a rock or something.
Oh, perhaps we can exchange favors then.
Perhaps we can.
Oh.
Well, what are we waiting for?
To Arenas? Or perhaps you wish to stop anywhere on the way?
Did we have any business elsewhere?
So, we'll return to
We
the map
joked
at this
about
point.
the Tomb of an Elf.
There's a tomb of an elf, a tomb of a druid,
Yeah.
and in fact the catacombs of Buke the Fiendish. It is only a short hop to the city of Evernight, if you wish to ask the vampires if they have a cleric. Otherwise, you can go all the way off to Arenas. Obviously, that's a bit of a journey.
It is.
Bellows doesn't really care. He's already Navi's in his back, in his rear view at this point. He's just looked for like not even the proper thing to eat soup out of. He's just got like a mug and has just dunked it in this vat and is just sitting against the side of the ship, just drinking soup.
Yes, however, you are also in some need of divine assistance, are you not?
Well, apparently maybe.
Oh no, you just need a
will do it
snooze,
for
don't
me,
you?
but-
Yeah.
We can throw the amulet of the drunkard around him, and he can have one of the beers from our endless tankards, and he'll recover 4 die 4 plus 4 hit points.
He won't if his max HP is reduced, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Well, I'm still below even my shitty max, but
yeah.
I don't know what is going on with my camera right now. Sorry, it's sort of going in and out and blurring. And
Yeah, I know.
doing all
I
sorts
see
of
that.
things. Oh, what is happening?
Having a stroke.
Yeah.
what have you got on that lens, James?
No, I don't think it's anything on the lens because I
No,
wasn't.
I-
Yeah, it focuses perfectly on my hand.
It does actually. Yeah.
It just doesn't want to come over here.
you'll just have to get up and close and personal for the rest of the session.
Ah, yes. Let me just do the entire stream like this. That's not going to be uncomfortable in the slightest. Well, anyway, yeah. What's the plan? Do we want to go for a nearby stop? Please, for the love of God, don't return to Meccania.
Nope.
No more Meccania, please.
Now, if we think that we could find help at the closest place, that's
The city of
if
Evernight
everybody
is
wants
renowned
to-
for its expert magicians and sorcerers. Perhaps they'll have some divine casters. Who knows?
I mean, if we're coming back, I'd rather get it over with.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
If we are right next to it, pop into Evernight for just long enough to see if we can find a caster. Yeah.
Fires are all right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
As you alight on the ship, there's a sort of deep crackle of lightning, pre-stored lightning, as the ship begins to take off into the sky. And in fact, all it's going to do is float down the hill, really. Because at the bottom of the mountain... Is this... Oh, strange. Wait a second. Yes, at the bottom of the mountain sits a city. A beautiful city, in fact. And I think, if I've got it right... No, not quite. Oh, no, I don't need another page. Don't do that. Beautiful. You can visit it too.
Oh.
What is most interesting about the city of Evernight is as you come down towards the city, you crest through a thick, black cloud. Permanently enchanted to sit above the city. It keeps the city always in night, which gives it its name, City of Evernight. The moon sort of appears to be shining through it, But you were just above that cloud and couldn't see the moon. So as you come down, you realize that that is part of the enchantment. And this place is beautifully old, ancient, in fact. Many of these buildings are pre-sundering buildings. Crooked chapels and strange houses line the streets. And old ancient castles grow out of the ground as you see various different plots at regular intervals. They appear to be sort of different people's grounds. You have fences around them. There is, however, a city centre, if you like, where it appears to be more open, and at the very centre of the city centre is a single clock tower, surrounded by a large open area where you see certain ships are docked. And, in fact, the clock tower itself sits adorned next to the end of a long, long railway. This here is the Night Piercer, the train that travels long distances to collect various trade and bring it back. And as your ship arrives down, you are greeted by an elderly gentleman, grey hair, sort of a long beard. You don't get many old people in the City of Vampires. Well, this gentleman is old and venerable. He looks over you all. Uninvited. Cleo sort of looks down, and we are in need of divine assistance, if possible. He smiles. Perhaps you should ask God. Well, welcome to the city of Evernight, I suppose. Your registration papers. She sort of produces some paperwork, and we won't stay long. In fact, it's only my friends here who need to alight. And she gestures towards you all. He looks a little askew, but upon seeing an undead and a mind flayer, is perhaps a little more interested. Oh, well, come down then, I suppose.
Most appreciated.
Dankeschön.
I am Orvan.
Greetings, Orvin.
Orvin?
You the gatekeeper?
No, the tax collector.
Wow. The most feared man in Evernight.
I think to many I am just a meal, though they haven't consumed it yet. Be at peace, I suppose. Goods must be checked back in, if you are leaving with them. Good day. He hesitates over the word day, but does use it anyway. And,
I will tip my hat to him.
he gestures towards the many cobbled streets. Along these cobbled streets are various shops that appear to be open. There are some restaurants and bars. Strange. For vampires. I don't think any of you have been here before, have you?
I imagine not.
Elmore may have in his life, but considering he was a soldier for the most part, he wouldn't have dealt with trade so much, right? So...
Well, and not only that, but if you were a soldier on the edges of the city of Evernight, you would not be let into the city proper anyway. You would be allowed to greet those in the barracks outside. The barracks outside contain mostly minotaurs and gnolls, not vampires. They don't do much of their fighting themselves. So you may know, however, that the city is divided into sort of 12 districts surrounding the main city centre. Those 12 districts are each representative of a different noble household, or bloodline, if you prefer. Each of these created by a sire, and their many vampires in their flock. Given that nobody hunts vampires anymore, and they kind of just keep on creating more in the brood. But the city centre itself is sort of more, in some ways, meeting places and meeting houses. In many ways, tourist attractions and trade places. It is the places where the vampires make contact with other races. they mostly stick to their own compounds otherwise. Yeah, by all means, you can set it on the street and explore it. This particular cobbled street looks much like many of the others. There are shops all along it.
I assume Elmore is only wearing his ordinary hat, not his special kill undead. He comes into contact with
brilliance.
Probably a very good idea, yeah.
You're gonna put that away.
I think it's fair to say you can turn it off. I think we'll just say that. Yeah, you can command it to stop.
Bing, yeah.
Yeah, given the prevalence of good undead in this world. Or good is a stretch, but ones that you don't particularly want to start a fight with, yes.
Yeah.
You can make your way down the cobbled street, should you wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's look around. What kind of shops do we see?
Yeah, so, as I said, on the left you sort of see some bars and restaurants. Definitely at least 3 or 4 different wineries. And on the other side you see various trinket shops, magic shops. Various shops for magical items and sundry. You do see one spell components shop. Another shop that seems to be selling scrolls and spells themselves. There's definitely an emphasis on the magical item here. There are very few shops that seem to be selling the mundane. Though you do see one shop that appears only to sell marbles. Perhaps a little larger than marbles. They sit sort of, I don't know, perhaps 1.5 inches in diameter. Glass balls.
Shall we check it out? Just see what the hell is going on? Pop into the glass orb shop.
Yeah, there is no name on this shop. And in fact, there are no names on many of the shops. But as you enter, a sort of absolutely sort of almost too beautiful to look at woman comes towards you. She has hair of the blackest night and skin that is incredibly pale, and luscious red lips and bright sparkling blue eyes. She's quite slim, not particularly busty, and quite tall. Almost 6 feet. She looks over at you, and indeed, as she smiles, you do see the markings of 2 very delicate fangs on either side of her mouth. To what do I owe this pleasure?
Oh, curiosity, I believe.
And perhaps a little assistance.
Oh, well. I can definitely give you the latter. The former must be sated first, though, I suppose. Did you feel one calling to you, or did you merely look in the window and feel intrigued?
No, more that, yes. We were simply curious as to what these things are.
Soul stamps. Usually, they were once long ago used for trade in the Nine Hells. But when the Nine Hells decided to visit Xandros, much like every other plane of existence, they became a bit more used here. Many, when they die, choose to have their souls preserved. And she takes out a glass bead, and in fact you see a sort of, almost like a landscape inside, and within that landscape, this particular one is misty, dark, and grey, full of rocks. You see a man pacing to and fro. Grey hat. They can be used to power strong magics, usually pertaining to life and to death. Or they can be toys for demons.
And what if someone's soul was just stuck in place and not in one of your balls?
What of it? That sounds quite dreadful. I can't say anybody that I've encountered has been stuck in that sense. It would take quite a powerful undead or necromancer to put one in such a state. And not particularly practical either. I mean, unless you were consuming its life force, there's not really much purpose to that.
Given that I barely have the energy to talk to you, I think that's precisely what this creature was doing.
Oh, you've encountered such? Oh. I know somebody who'd be most fascinated by that. If you can manage a short walk.
Fascinated in undoing it? Or just... I'm
Inspecting
worried
it
around
and
here you
quite
might be...
Possibly in undoing it. He's an unusual fellow, though. He only recently stopped in. I had perchance to have a drink with him. Unusual folk. Unusual person. But...
What's the man's name?
Yeah.
I believe he called himself Doc. Like,
Doc?
doctor. He's at a winery, or was staying at a winery just 3 or 4 doors down. Perhaps you should pay him a visit.
Yeah. I think that is prudent.
The Endless Grape. Is the name of the winery? You sure you don't feel any of them calling to you? And you notice she is speaking only to Elle.
Do I?
No.
Can't say I do, madame.
Can you recall anything of your first life?
Unfortunately not. I do believe old Kellamvor fixed that problem.
Well, if anyone could, he could, I suppose. Fascinating. Excuse my curiosity.
Oh, I don't mind at all.
It's just, we remember our full lives prior to the turning.
Fascinating. And yours?
Oh, quite droll, really. I was the daughter of a noble. I spent most of my years learning to dance and speak properly, and shop well, getting ready for a noble marriage. And, well, then the world was sundered in two, and I was in a cellar, and I was found by a vampire. He took me in and gave me the gift of the night. I'm most grateful.
So you would say that your life has been more worthwhile in undeath?
Oh, quite. Not only comparing the timescales. At 24, I think I had perhaps 3 decades left in me. Back in my human life. At 400, I'm doing okay now. Well, 370, I think she has actually. Something stupid like that.
Well, now I don't feel so bad now remembering my previous life.
No, mine was no big loss. Though the dancing skills have come in useful. Anyway, if your friend is so teetering on the precipice of life and death, and she gestures towards Bellows, who doesn't look like he's teetering on the precipice of life and death, I don't think, though he's probably not having a great day. Go on, Jeff.
No, he's just overly dramatic about this.
But exactly, yes, that's what I thought. She's sort of 4 doors down, right-hand side.
Let us check for this stock.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to head out down the cobbled street. And as you approach the everlasting grape, you see a man stood outside smoking. You can't help but recognize him. He shot you once.
Ah, yeah.
Quite a few
Oh,
times,
this
in fact.
fucking guy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Looks at you and, well. I see you're still alive.
Ah, I remember
Ah.
sparing you. That was a good day, wasn't it?
That you did.
Yes.
I'll return the favor. Someday.
Maybe today.
Not today.
Perhaps you will be so lucky to be in such a position someday, yeah?
I've had far too much wine for it to be today.
Mhm.
Would you like a smoke? He sort of holds out a pack of smokes.
I'll pluck one out.
The boss is inside if you're looking for her.
Not at all.
You kind of are.
Was she
I
named
guess
Doc?
No,
no, but
her,
she speaks for him, I think.
Oh,
her
so she the-
disposal android DK66, the dog. Does indeed speak. It does indeed belong to her. And if you peer inside, you will see him, smoke billowing out of his plague mask at the back of the wall, ominously holding a lantern in his hand. Yeah. You can go in if you wish.
Yeah, I'm going in.
Can I smoke inside?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a stone building. They're not too worried about fire.
Bella's
Inside,
just,
it's... Sorry, go on, Bella's.
No, so Bella's just sort of gathers up a good puff of steam in his mouth and blows steam rings instead of smoke rings. Just like, I got this taken care of. I don't need your stupid cigarette.
Yo,
Yeah, as you step in, it's a beautiful wine bar. The chairs are sort of a deep purple, velvet covered. They've got these lovely sort of booths, and in these booth areas, various people. And sitting at one is Jacqueline de Vache. Jacqueline, of course, being the leader of the group. She no longer has the hat. And no, you're not even wearing it. How depressing. Or are you wearing it?
I am wearing it.
As
I'm
well
wearing
as
it
the
over
Helm
the
of Brilliance?
Yeah, over the helmet. Oh yeah.
I love that. Okay. Yeah, you see she sort of sits there, sort of holding a sawn-off shotgun, sort of dangling it on the edge of the table. And she looks up and... Oh, my. That is unexpected, to say the least. I did not think that you worked in the darker sides of town. Or in fact, the darker sides of the world. What brings the little people here? You have come without Cleo, no?
The captain's back on the ship.
Where she belongs, out of my sight.
We were given some information, but a friend of yours.
Oh, indeed. I have few of those, though I have many acquaintances and business partners.
I'll shoot a glance over at Doc and sort of like nod towards him.
Oh. The doc is not one for mincing words. Pray tell, what is it you need?
Well, you see, my friend here, sort of hold Bellows on his shoulder, is in need of medical assistance.
Is that so?
Well, I think just perhaps a nap, but I suppose
She sort of laughs.
there was someone else involved.
She sort of laughs and... The great doctor does not tend to wounds very often. But I suppose you did once spare our lives. Perhaps I could ask. And she gestures and the doc sort of comes over and you hear the clonk, clonk, clonk of metal feet. As this warforged sort of maneuvers into the light. He looks. You need sleep. Not a doctor. And then he walks away.
So does Bellows.
Like I said, he is not much one for mincing words. But you mentioned another, perhaps. That is more pressing? Or is it?
More specialized, perhaps, is a better descriptor than pressing.
The doctor specializes in death and those that are visiting it.
We have an acquaintance that is existing in something of a liminal space between life and death.
His head turns back, his body doesn't move. It just sort of swivels 180 degrees. Interesting.
There is an inkling that we have become acquainted with, whose soul is bound to a place. And so his body is independent. It is functioning at a suboptimal level without his soul. we were wondering if perhaps you can do something to shunt the soul out of this liminal space and back into the body.
Jacqueline sort of looks at you like you've just spoken 3 different languages, none of which she speaks. Doctor sort of...
Trying to sound as erudite as possible.
the doctor sort of looks at you and... How was he trapped?
A creature with some ethereal chains that bound him, and over the course of at least a day did something. We were not able to question the creature as it was exceptionally hostile, and we were forced to destroy it.
Death is no boundary to communication.
Yeah?
But you need a diamond, and I can assist you.
Perhaps after we rest for the evening, that Bellows may receive the rest he needs, and we may all recuperate. I'm not sure when the sun comes up or does not in Evernight, so maybe we all...
It doesn't matter. And maybe you all what, though? Convene? He is simply asking if you have a diamond, really.
Of what?
I think we...
How much
100
mass
gold
of
piece,
land?
quite specifically. You most definitely have.
Yeah, that we have.
If you give it to me, I can give you something that will help.
This seems reasonable, yeah? So,
Jacqueline sort of looks over and, but what is the payment? I'm just saying.
Doc, is there anything we can do for you? Or would you like to come with and simply learn more about this creature, this circumstance, the knowledge itself? Why, I myself would be delighted to learn more.
We have business to the north, but if you have a second diamond, I could use it.
Well,
weirdly, I think you have a diamond that you need to divide, don't you?
well, we have 2 diamonds that are worth 500. So we could.
You would have to give him both, I'm afraid.
I technically have a diamond in my helm. I don't know how much it's worth.
Yeah, 1,000 gold pieces, and you probably don't want to give it up. No, but if you're willing to give him both the 500 gold piece ones, he will enchant one and let you keep the and take the other as payment.
I know.
I don't know. Is Navi worth that? Probably not.
Well, that's our only capacity to revivify anyone.
Oh, you
He's so
only have
cute,
2
though.
diamonds?
We have 2 diamonds.
He sort of looks at you after a while and... There's a jeweler's down the road. You can go to a jeweler's if you wish and buy 2 100 gold piece diamonds and return.
Or
Yeah,
trade,
we'll do that.
trade one of our random gems.
No, just spend
basically.
200 gold pieces. That's fine.
That we can do.
The
Okay.
diamond exchange down at the jeweler's. But pretty soon he'll take the diamond and he'll incant for about 10 minutes in this strange sort of hoarse, almost whisper voice. And some of the noises are completely inhuman. Whistles and beeps and such. And eventually he hands you back the diamond, as it now glows with a bright white magic. If used within the next 7 days, it will cast Greater Restoration. Greater Restoration. Holy shit. That was a sentence and a half. Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
Was my pistol taken off Jackson originally? I think it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
So, for the record, when Bellows walks away, not interested in fighting for Trickle's cause against this guy, the doc, he's gone back outside where Jackson is smoking, and it's just sort of sits like on a stone wall next to the tables or whatever the guy's hanging out at, and just sort of goes through all of his stuff, sort of taking out, and like 7, 8, 9 weapons in, he finally gets to the pistol and is like, I thought I still had it somewhere. More of a backup to a backup to a backup, really, but still in the best hands, I think.
He looks over to you and he sort of pulls out 2 revolvers, both with sort of beautiful mahogany wood and gold inlay on them. And he spins them both around his finger and slides them back in. I've since had an upgrade.
Well, so have I. I just like to be a little closer when I do the dirty work.
I have to say,
multi-gemmed.
I like to be as far away as I can.
Well, maybe that's because of the people you're around.
I think that might be true. He sort of looks in, and you can see that he's not impressed with his friends. At which point you hear this kind of sort of really pneumatic noise coming down the cobbled street. And indeed, a friend who you haven't seen for a while appears to be generating little shocks of lightning as he walks towards you. Karvakan sort of, in almost like a spaceman-y kind of way, his suit's headpiece sort of retracts over his bald head. I don't recall us being friendly.
I don't recall this being friendly.
He nods, walks in. He says nothing more. When he gets in, he gives Arconovos a very direct look. As if to say, you've got my fucking wand, bitch. And then his suit sort of lowers him into a chair. Soon he gets a glass of wine. The doctor is done with you. Do you have any more business with the Black Jackals, as they are so known?
Arcorios will just telepathically contact Karvakan and be like, It is very good to see that you are well, and that shiny blue skull of yours is still intact.
I wish I could say the same.
Well, we will meet again. Do not worry.
Well,
I will look forward to it. I imagine you have only become tastier with time, like a fine wine. Do keep learning, keep growing, keep becoming more than what you are. Like a complex wine, growing more interesting every day.
Looks over at you and... I find this conversation disinteresting. And the next time you go to message him, you can't seem to get in.
That is fine. I have other ways to access your brain. And I'll leave.
You see him sort of fingering a ring on his hand, that you think may have allowed him that blocking. Perhaps purchased after you so rudely stole his wand in the past. Jacqueline
he is thinking about me.
Jacqueline looks over at you and... I don't suppose you were leaving?
Oh, yes, we're done with you.
Yes, Jacqueline, it was such a joy to see you all again.
She smiles, and then, sort of almost in the blink of an eye, she swings her pistol and fires it, and puts it in her sheath. None of you are hit, but you all look around and see a slight smoking coming from the bullet hole in Elmore's hat. That is my hat.
And now it's got 2 holes in it.
You know what they say, an all for an all.
If you would like, I'll pull off the undead pirate hat that I have.
She sort of reaches
It is
over.
very old.
She reaches over to a bit of the booth next to her, and she holds up a hat that is identical to Elmore's. The window holes. I got a replacement. What can I say? It just looks good on me. She puts it on her head.
It is a very nice hat.
Your fashion taste is better than your taste in friends. Safe travels.
Au revoir, Jacqueline.
Au revoir. And yeah, you can head back out.
We will dramatically make our way where I think it's just me left, actually.
Probably. Felix is sort of standing around in the middle of the street looking at the moon that isn't a moon. Hasn't even joined in. Cool. Are we just going to head straight back to the ship?
I mean, we could stop into another random shop, I guess, if something...
One more, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. You notice a few unusual shops. One of them seems to stock glass vials full of blood, which is quite useful. One is completely full of wands. Could be interesting. There's, of course, the magical spell shop, and then there's just a shop full of things that appear to be doing things on their own and moving around and stuff. Whizzing about and such. They all appear magical in nature. Any of those appeal?
Yeah, I don't know what I want spell-wise at the moment, so I think I'm gonna...
It's fair to say that it would be quite easy to return here.
Yeah.
We're relatively close.
Yes, once we've made Jamal type up all the items that are in the shops. Nevertheless, when you get back to the ship, you see Jacqueline standing in front of it, speaking to a white-haired werewolf, I suppose, is the only real way to explain him. Bear with me a second. I do have a picture. I just forgot to... Well, I didn't think we were going to be here, so I'll forgive myself for not... Where have I put it? Here we go. He says, and then waits for it to load. A white-haired werewolf, bare-chested, with a sort of pair of black goggles on his head. He looks quite martial, and we see that she's sort of rapidly chatting to him.
You get around quick, Jacqueline.
Possible job, if you're up for it.
Oh, where?
This is Rowan. He's looking to visit Sithis Tor. You thought he was in Arenas, but apparently not. He has travelled closer. Sithis Tor's not far from here. Perhaps...
Sorry, are we talking to Cleo or Jacqueline?
Cleo. Did I say Jacqueline?
Yeah, I was
Sorry, very confusing.
Yeah.
As you get back to the ship, your captain, Cleo, is talking to Rowan. Yes, her voice seems to have transmorphed very quickly. She gets around and picks up accents.
Well, no, but when you started talking, when you started talking, I was like, oh yeah, this is Cleo.
It's quite the pay. 3,000 gold pieces for the trip.
That does sound very attractive. Is a small detour out of the question? We could go get Nevi back.
Fine.
He is very useful.
And so very cute.
Ah, yes. Our chances of success increase. greatly with his
Our
help.
friend here is quite cute, don't you think? And with this, the werewolf sort of turns and looks a little violent. Cute. Ridiculous. I'll be in deck. And he sort of leaps up onto the edge of the ship. She turns and Rowan is quite a renowned priest.
Ah, is he?
He wishes to visit Sithis Tor for religious purposes, or so I'm told. You know what the werewolves are like. You won't mind a detour.
Ah, then yes, let us go back to the Vault of Dolgan and pick up Navi, and then we can continue on. This is whatever it was that I forgot what it was called. But our Corvus is
Sithis
20 and
Tor.
so who knows?
Yes.
Sithis Tor.
Yes. You might not know much of Sithis Tor. In fact, you may have only heard of its location. You are, able to float back up through the black cloud and descend upon the Vault of Dolgan. We won't revisit it in terms of map, but basically you can get in there and you will find Navi. I'm assuming that there'll be a night's rest somewhere in there.
Hopefully.
I would appreciate that.
Yeah, sort of on the way back up, so you can take a long rest. Or perhaps even when docked at the Vault of Dolgan. But yeah, when you do so, you can take the diamond to the Inkling. When you cast, it is completely expended. He sort of... That is better, I think. That is better. That is better, I think. Trickle is happy. Who are you?
We are
This is
friends.
Belos and Elmo, and I am Arcurigos. Yes.
We are friends of Navi.
Navi has told me quite a lot. I just thought it was polite to ask. I am Trickle, at your service. I think I'm done with the adventuring life, though. Back to
Oh, that's
Arenas,
too bad,
I think.
Trickle.
Back to Arenas, I think.
Well,
Oh, what a coincidence.
But you survived. So many adventurers have not.
My friend does have a point, Trickle.
yeah.
You're officially sort of top tier at this point.
I never really wanted to get out. It's sad, sir. The Navi wanted to travel, but if Navi is allowed to travel with you, perhaps I could stay in Arenas and I don't know, write about it for you.
And you're a writer, are you, Trickle?
No, but I could practice and become. I think I used to do business transactions. Quite boring.
Well, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, is Navi there still?
Yeah.
He's also there. He was taking care of him, right? So, Bellos was just completely
Navi looks-
in front of the.
Sorry, go on.
Oh, yeah, Bellos just completely in front of Trickle. But Bellos just turns to Navi and goes, "Good idea. Makes sense. Leave him behind and come on an adventure."
Navi sort of looks at you and perhaps he should stay. No, he seems quite unhappy with the travel, but I'll miss him. But I do want to travel and see the world.
Don't worry, that feeling goes away after you're away from them for a while.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Welcome to the crew, Navi.
And Trickle for now? We take him back
And
to-
Trickle for now, of course. You know, Trickle. There's no better place to find oneself than on the bow of a treasure rat's ship, you know. I would consider it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sort of. Navi's looks absolutely exhausted for a start. Like Navi has been maintaining this poor bugger for quite a long time. Yeah. Trickle just seems a little sad, really. At the moment, he's a little wary of you, a little frightened of the experience he's been through.
Understandable.
Yeah, and sort of might need a long rest, really. But yeah, if you're willing to take them both back to the ship.
Yeah.
Of course.
Sithis Tor is not marked on the map, and I don't think I'm going to mark it on the map quite yet because I think it's going to be an act of discovery.
Alright.
But Sithis Tor is basically a plateau. It sits above the clouds, above this endless clouds, so that you can finally see the night sky in full, which is not seen by most. On the journey there, Trickle will eventually start to talk to you and tell you that in fact he's from Laketon, where he was a slave of the Aboleth for 80 years, a mind slave of the Aboleths there, the sovereignty.
The Aboleths do love their slaves.
They do. Him and Navi escaped, and he just wanted to go sort of somewhere nice, whereas Navi wanted to see the world and explore. He sort of, for the sovereignty, used to do basic tasks, decorate, paint, manage business transactions, etc. He's basically a somewhat useful house pet. He can create water, but so can your little gem. That's about his only purpose, really. He's quite fundamentally useless. Unlike Navi, who's great. So, yeah, well, I don't know, we'll package him up to Arenas or something. But as the ship journeys to Sithis Tor, to then head on, I think, to Arenas, is that correct? Rowan wants to return to Arenas as well, so yeah. As the ship journeys to Sithis Tor, I shall... Oh, no, down here. I think that is where we'll end. The Sithis Tor is well worth including Joshua.
Sure.
We
yeah.
really did the combats a little quicker than I would expect. I don't know why. I always expect more than a round.
The Helm of Brilliance.
Yeah, that was a good gift. Wasn't it? The Helm of Brilliance and just some really cool damage sort of constructs the way you guys
Forgetting I was frightened and
Yeah.
all sorts
in
of
all fairness, you were
Bane.
7 HP away from losing your character for good, so
Yeah, I mean, I think it
There's no
balanced
death
out with
saves.
the fact that we were too stupid to heal.
yeah, there's no death saves with that guy.
Right, when your max is reduced to 0.
Well, no, not even when your max is reduced to 0.
Oh,
It's
just
if
that
that ability,
specifically.
reduces you to 0, gone.
Nice.
Quite a terrifying monster, and also sort of I've never done one of these healing. He needs to hit to heal to. Oh well, our Corvos is 23 armor class, and also the fact that he only had 135 HP and you did 127 damage in one round. He was kind of miffed, to be honest.
I first hit him and you're like, he doesn't seem to mind, and then like 2 seconds later, there's a red dot on him. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, he was sort of. The reason why he didn't mind too much about your hit is because he knew he was going to steal it back, right? And he subsequently did immediately.
Yeah.
And then you guys just beat the shit out of him. Let's do some MVPs. Why not, Joe?
Sure. I gotta go with some of the evil Mind Flayer friends' statements. I think I'll go and I'll pick the more recent one first. The just said a moment ago. The Aboleth do love their slaves. Like, it's just so familiar. The tone is just was so perfect. Of like, that's those Aboleth.
My dog loves that. He loves his ball.
It was just so not caring in the perfect way.
Yeah.
I mean, other ways to access your brain was also quite.
That was my line of choice. Yes, I love that. Speaking of which, Miyago.
Oh shoot. Actually, maybe Elmore talking to the drow captain, just kind of It was a good approach of just like, hey, we're buddies, right? Remember that time we kicked your ass and I took your hat? How you guys doing? You know, like, we don't hold a grudge.
Yeah, apparently neither do they too much. I mean, to be fair, they were trying to steal your shit when you beat them up.
That's true.
Yeah. Rico.
I'm gonna have to give it to the guest appearance from the Black Jackals. I was hoping that we would see them again. They were pretty badass.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed, obviously, not to have Josh for that. But I mean, we're starting to move into there might actually be some story-ish kind of territory, especially visiting Arenas and Sithis Tor and stuff. So it's nice for me to be able to start moving in a couple of these little tales. Obviously Trickle he's there. I don't know his purpose. His purpose was for you guys to get to Navi, I think. That was pretty much his only purpose
Basically,
in life.
convince Navi to join us. Yeah.
I mean, he'll clean. If you have a home, he'll clean it and stay there. I suppose, but you don't have a home really. Well, I mean, you all have your individual homes, but
I mean, he can clean the ship.
yeah, why not? Well, him do that. He can spurt water. It's got to be useful for something, right?
Give him up.
Oh, James, Platoon is the game that you were thinking of.
Platoon? Yes. That is what an Inkling is from.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That just came to me now.
I have a few MVPs, a few just silly moments, fun moments. The haste plan. I always like that. You know, you can run really, really far and hit him a few times. Maybe make the battle short. Bellows gets there, boom, acid damage. That's good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, great fun. I was waiting for that moment. Just sort of other weird combat interactions. I love a weird combat interaction. Miyago trying to make a concentration check on 44 necrotic damage to maintain concentration. Just sat there going,
I had a chance.
and also having 23 armor class. These are numbers I'm not used to dabbling in. It's great fun. I love the ridiculousness of this campaign.
I love it.
And it was definitely nice to introduce a new city. We will explore the city of Evernight in more depth at some point, I'm sure, but it is definitely my least favorite city, so I'm quite glad we've been there. Let's go somewhere cool. In fact, we've been sitting staring at Arenas in our title screen for the entire campaign. It's about time we went.
I know, man. Yeah, exactly.
It's been a pleasure. Always a good laugh. If you guys would like to say goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
That is where we'll end. We'll see you soon.